Step 1. Cleaning up the old Ford Ranger. Alright. It's a mess. It's been sitting for a minute. Even though we're just going to do a transmission swap, I want to put this guy up for sale, but you can see I cleaned out the bed. Well, I'm sorry, I swept out the bed of all the leaves and put them in the recycle bin. Sorry, yard waste bin. Still going to be a bunch. Wheels and tires still seem to be good. It sat in the garage for a week without the charger on, and it started up just fine. So the light must have been out, but this door is still loose. So that'll be something we'll look at also. But yeah, we're just gonna get her cleaned up and see how she looks. Get her in the garage so she can dry off, and then we have something clean to work with. All right, got her all washed up. Most of the gook. I didn't get the door jambs yet. I think I'll do those with regular stuff. Got her on the edges pretty good though. Hit the tires, wheels as good as I could. I have to get some cleaner for the wheels. Tried to get the scrub brush and all this stuff. Actually washed off the bed. It was looking pretty nasty. Still stuff falling off of it. Oh, I didn't rinse over here. Yeah, see, so I'll get this stuff right here with the paper towels once it dries inside. I just got the heater on. A little bit of cleaning up in here. I'll probably pull the seats out and clean them really good. Do the carpet and then put the seats back in just so it's nice and clean inside. All right, so the other day we washed it, and today I had some other work, but really quick. I haven't done any interior, any of this yet. But it's been outside running because my wife hit it with the carpet cleaner. I'm not sure if you can tell. Took all the seats out, took both the seats out, sorry, and some of the back components, and hit it with a carpet cleaner. Try to get it all clean. It's a 2002. It's 20 years old, so what are you gonna do? Then I left it running out in the driveway with the heater on and the windows barely up. Most of the way up, but barely open, I meant to say. And it's pretty dry now. So I took this back door apart because, as you can see, the light's on. And it's on because the doors are open. But this door, the mechanism that latched here was a little bit corroded or rusty or whatever, so it would never latch on the bottom. And it would always leave this light on in the cabin, which would have a tendency to kill the battery. So my son, he's had the truck for a couple years now, just using it for a garbage truck and stuff. So he installed a battery isolator. Put this up, hold on. Battery isolator, so he could just disconnect the battery when it was parked, and then plug it back in and go when it wasn't, because you couldn't get that light to go off where that door wouldn't latch. So that's why you see the door is apart. I took that latch out, and well, it was drying, and when my son was working on his other car, which happens to be a Ranger, because Rangers are awesome, so this guy now moves back and forth. Before it was this guy was stuck open, it would never latch. So got it all lubed up, worked it pretty good. It's moving nicely. So we'll reinstall that, and that back door should close, the light should go off. That'll solve one problem. The truck doesn't have overdrive. There's something wrong with it. So I'm debating right now whether to replace the transmission so it can have overdrive and sell it. Transmission's about $1,500. It'll take me a solid weekend to swap them out, or sell it the way it is without overdrive. It's a good work truck for around town. If you get on the interstate, you got to run it up to like 3,000 RPMs. It runs and pulls and drives, doesn't slip, none of that, just overdrive. So I don't know. I think I'll take some pictures when I'm done Oh, let me show you the seats. So my wife, take some pictures when I clean it up and see if somebody wants it the way it is, for a reduced price, probably $2,000 off. I was going to try and sell it for like 42. These are really popular trucks, especially up here in the Northwest. Everyone wants the 4-wheel drive, the extended cab, the big motor, the 4-liter motor. It's a good truck. It just doesn't have overdrive, and it's beat up. Like, this thing's seen some days, my friend. So, but I would get in this thing. If it had overdrive, I would get in this thing and do anything. I've towed 4-wheel drive big block Suburbans on my trailer behind this. Granted, it looks like it's getting eaten by a Suburban as it's going down the interstate, but this truck has done some work. And yeah, it doesn't latch on the bottom. But yeah, we've wore out the Rhino liner in the back. That's how much work we've done with this truck. Gravel, garbage, just all kinds of stuff. I've replaced the axles twice on this because the bearings go bad, and you get the axles with the bearings loaded from AutoZone for the same price as the bearings. Anyway, yep, it's a nice motor. It's got no check engine lights. It runs and drives. Has great power. It'll pull a car on a trailer up the friggin' mountain. So yeah, we'll see if we can sell it like this, stuff cleaned up, and if not, then we'll swap out the transmission and then ask an appropriate price. All right, anyway, it's dinner time. I want to show you the chairs because my wife also took the cleaner to the chairs. You guys see those? Those cool. Those are actually from 65, 63, and that was 75. But they're cool because they're family friendly, right? You pull this up, and you know, there's stuff underneath there. I don't know if I can show that on the internet. It would get me for pornography or something. Anyway, so out here in the house, because I just didn't have room because we were working on another car, but put it in here, and she hit them with the carpet cleaner. So got them all nice and clean. Now over here, this is the driver's side. It's tore up. It's a typical looking thing. But she found this fabric online, so she's going to try and replace some of it. See how she does. She's pretty good at that stuff. So she cleaned it up a little bit with the strings. Carpet clean these things really good, and then we'll put them back in and she'll patch that up. She's got it on order. We'll take some pictures and see what happens. Anyway, thought I'd let you guys see all that. Just trying to get one of the units out of the inventory. She also carpet cleaned these, I believe. Oh, that's how much wear. That's where your heel sits when you're driving. That's how many miles. It's 386,000 miles on that truck. Original drivetrain. Anyway, all right. There you go. Well, I set the seats in, but they're just sitting in there. Took the seats out, ran the carpet cleaner back in here, then cleaned everything out with the, washed the windows, wiped the whole thing down. Clean as we can get it. Probably put some, also ran the carpet cleaner on the mats. So we're going to bolt these guys back in, and they look pretty good. I mean, she's got some material order. You can look online and you can find this actual material. So she's going to try and recover this bottom seat, and then more for the experience, I think. And then I'm just going to put all this back together. I wiped all the door jambs down, wiped all the panels down. Cleaned the windshield. It needs new windshield wipers. Those are broke, but I'll get those from the AutoZone. Now over here, it's all on the other side. Both sides, it looks pretty good. Just got to bolt the seats down. They're pretty straightforward to put in and out. Center console, clean it all up as I put it back in. And the dome light wasn't coming on, or going off, because this little lever right here was going out and staying. So we just cleaned it up, lubed it, exercised it, and it works good now. So the back door, which is why I was taken apart over there, we will be able to put it back together. It should close right. So I'm going to get these seats bolted in and then start putting the rest of it back together. That should be all for the day. Then we're going to put the other one in and start working on it. Anyway, there you go.